Dr. Kemi Lawrence, it's the 30th of September 2024, Monday evening. I want to retract a statement I made in one of my videos, very viral videos, about stolen property by Mr. Femi Falana in the Ribadu era, and I mentioned the word the 90s. Well, I mentioned the 90s because the ICPC and the EFCC were all inaugurated between 1999 and 2003. And 1999 is really the 90s. Before then, police was handling all the anti-graft and all the corruption cases. Now, we're in 2024. It looks like police is handling it again because the HK was shown on TV with Bright Edafe, the PPRO for Delta State, talking and doing everything, not even the EFCC anymore. Okay, Hustler's Kingdom, where the Yahoo boys are training other young Yahoo boys how they can make money. Now, let's go back to Ribadu and my retraction, because the lawyer, Charles Musa, said in the letter, if I can make a retraction to smooth his image and everything. I'm not here to smooth images. I'm sorry I said the 90s and the Ribadu era, but I don't speak Nigerian English. I speak American English, okay? And this is what it means, 90s and Ribadu era. Okay, so 1999 is still the 90s. Apologize for that if you didn't understand it. But for the Gen Z who are watching, reading, and everything, many of these were babies, 3-year-old babies at that time. And the fact remains that Mr. Falana was buying a lot of the seized property from the EFCC in your era, Mr. Ribadu, 2003 to 2007. Yes, you took down 3 governors, 1 minister, and even your own boss in the police. But then when you ran for president in 2011, what happened? You were seeking support from the same people you called looters, right, Mr. Ribadu? And 2022, that photograph of you and James Ibori at an event, all giggling and talking to each other. This is Nigeria for you. Look at President Tinubu. He made you the National Security Advisor. Since you've been there, Mr. Ribadu, this is part of the retraction. Nigerians have gotten killed in many areas of the country by bandits, terrorists, and Boko Haram is back. So let's face it. Going back to Falana, Mr. Falana bought a lot of houses, cars, and things you seized from people. Okay, if you seize something from a fraudster, it's considered a stolen good. In America now, the IRS is even asking for receipts, and you have to declare if you bought a stolen good. Yeah, if you bought a stolen good, you have to declare on your taxes. Right now, okay, you cannot deny what I'm about to say, because I am a journalist and I'm no ordinary journalist. I'm an investigative journalist. Okay, when Mr. Femi Falana was buying a lot of these seized and stolen property that you seized from the EFCC, you always say you're giving it back to the federal government. How? Have you ever explained it to people? No. What did President Buhari do when he found out? Was he not going to lock up Falana? What happened? People begged for Falana and they swept it under the carpet. That's all I have to say. I apologize if I said 90s because there was no EFCC in the 90s. It was ICPC, and that's 1999. Okay, but I talk like, oh, the 90s and the Ribadu era. The key points there was during your administration. Nuhu Ribadu, 2003 to 2007. Mr. Falana was there purchasing a whole lot of things and reselling them. Okay, after he left Ganifayemi Chambers due to jealousy and a lot of improprieties. We know these stories. Trust me. I'm 60 years old. You're 63. These kids were 3-year-old babies then. These kids are still arguing with me that Beyonce and Jay-Z have never been to Nigeria when they went to Ilorin and even got a traditional title over there. Journalism is a rough draft of history, and history shapes the past, the present, and the future. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I apologize once more, Mr. Ribadu, but Mr. Falana did buy things under your nose. And that means you didn't know what's going on, but it was going on. The same thing we're going through right now with Olukoyede. All that one they did at the VDM hearing today is all a lie. Money changed hands during that whole money laundering charges dropped. If the proof comes out in the next audio this young man, VDM, has, Nigeria falls apart. A reminder for tomorrow, October 1st, 2024, Independence Day. Nigeria becomes 64 years old. Young people just sleep in tomorrow. Sleeping means don't wake up till when you feel like waking up. Do not get up and watch President Tinubu's address. You don't need it. No youth in this Nigeria should watch President Tinubu's address tomorrow. Nobody needs it, period. There's nothing in it. The dollar is 1,700. Okay? Work on how you can improve Nigeria. Go out there and protest peacefully. News Central, you did a really bad job with the interview with Showore. Okay, it was the worst interview ever. That young man that interviewed Showore. And don't let anybody tell you that somebody might hijack the protests. That's the line that the police use. Okay, Ribadu is also part of the police, believe it or not. He was promoted to AIG and then almost assassinated twice, and he fled Nigeria. Okay, I got to tell you one thing, young people. Tomorrow, make sure you do not listen or watch President Tinubu's address. It doesn't affect any of us. It does not affect. Nothing is changing in Nigeria. And I've said it. I made up the hashtag, nothing changes in Nigeria. That's why I did not vote before I left. Okay, I'm very, very angry. And if anybody tries me, okay, I will continue exposing stuff. No one knows where I live. No one knows the country I am. You can just guess. I know many of you see me up and down different countries, different places. I'm an international publicist. And I have clients all over the world. I do what I have to do. But for now, anyone that wants to sue me can sue me in absentia. And when I come back to Nigeria when I'm 90, we can go to court. Okay? Thanks so much for watching.